And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Talladega SuperSpeedway for some Mobil1 Cup Series action, race number 10 in Season 5 of the NNSCRA Mobil1 Cup Series. Today we are getting ready for 19 laps of exciting racing here at this amazing restrictor plate track. I'm going to adjust my microphone here for just a minute. I apologize for that. But we're getting ready for the run of the NNSCRA 312, powered by 111 equals 32. On the front row for today's race, a couple of former NNSCRA champions. Jake Rogers, the Season 1 Oreo Truck Series champ, starting on, I believe, his first pole in this season of the Mobil1 Cup Series. He is really looking for a good run today. Jake Rogers has really had a dismal season, both in this and in Snickers Cup Series competition. He's trying to get his season turned around in both series. Today he comes in 40th in Mobil1 Cup Series points. Really been a very tough season so far for the driver of that single car race team number 19. Alongside of him, a driver who is a former Mobil1 Cup Series champion from Season 3, that is Trent Dunham. Now Dunham, on the other hand, he not only ended up winning the season opener at Daytona, which gives him a nice edge coming into this restrictor plate track race, but he also is 15th in points. So if he can come away with a good top 10 finish, based on if other drivers get caught up in the proverbial big one or anything like that, Trent Dunham could find himself inside the top 10 in points heading into next week at Michigan. Then we got row number 2. That's a couple of rookies lined up there. Drew Austin in the 44, who's kind of like in the same boat as Jake Rogers, trying to get his season going as he's mired way down in 36th in points, dead last in rookie points. And Sean Williams on the other end of that spectrum, he's going to start 4th. He comes in the rookie points leader and 2nd in points. Right now he comes in a total of 30 points. No, make that 20 points rather, behind two-time Mobil1 Cup Series winner this season, Eric Burton. I don't really see Eric Burton in this field, so he must be starting somewhere at the back. Usually, it's not really where you start here at Talladega, it's where you finish. So you may see drivers that are running way at the back of the pack for the start of this race end up coming up through the field and winning this thing. That's the beauty of Talladega SuperSpeedway. Enough talk. Time to get these cars rolling off. They'll complete a couple pace laps. While they do that, we will show you today's starting grid for today's race. It's going to be 19 laps of intense action, and it looks like everybody is going to be taking the green flag. I don't think we've had a breakdown yet this season on pit road before the green flag even comes out. It's always nice to see that, as here is your starting grid. Talladega, so many different constants seem to happen. For instance, when, where, and who will be caught up in the big one? Will we have just one big one or two big ones? It's happened that way before. And this track seems like all the time it seems to favor the underdog. So does that mean that the rookies are the drivers that could benefit the most today from a restrictor plate track race? We'll find all those answers very soon to those questions as Jake Rogers, Trent Dunham get ready to put us under the green flag. Through the very long trioval they come. Normally we'd have crossed the start-finish line if we were at Daytona, but the start-finish line is down here as there's the green flag. Jake Rogers gets us underway in the NNSCRA 312. You can hear the engines right there, kind of sputtering a little. These cars will not get up to full speed quite yet until they reach somewhere around the end of the back straightaway. Just now heading up into the 170s is our leader, Jake Rogers. These drivers can go anywhere from 200 to 210 miles per hour around this racetrack, and they'll be doing it at 3 and 4 wide all day long, I can assure you. We may have a 3-wide battle for the lead. We do indeed. It's rookie Nicole Williams with Charles Jackson, our winner from Atlanta, moving on that inside line, and they're going to go to the lead. Sean Galligan right there as well. Now, Galligan is the Truck Series winner here at this track, so he might be trying to maybe go for 2 for 3 or maybe a weekend sweep by winning both the Mobil1 Cup Series and Snickers Cup Series races here. As at the line, first lap of the day, I believe, was led by the Aspen Dental Toyota. No, it was Nicole Williams by a splitter over Sean Galligan. Oh, whoa, contact! Oh, there they go! Sean Williams got a piece of that wreck. He got turned around, and then was in the middle of the pack. Oh, Jake Smith and Joseph Bryant made contact, but I think they held out of it. Oh, Dylan Young is spun back there. He hits the wall coming out of turn 2. As Barney Ward is the current leader right now. Oh, there's a car upside down on its roof. I think that was Dylan Young. Already the caution coming out here on lap number 2. Battle for the lead. Mark Thomas trying to go for his second win in a row after he won last week at Kansas. He's going to take the lead. Help from Charles Jackson. Drew Austin stepping out of line there, 3 wide for second. But looks like Mark Thomas is going to come down. He's going to lead. What a few weeks it's been for Mark Thomas. Picked up his first career win last week at Kansas Speedway. And now he's going to lead here under the first caution of the day at Talladega. But that was quite a huge wreck that happened. Oh, Richard Johnson got a piece of it. Sean Henley was involved. And there's the points leader. The points leader, 2-time winner Eric Burton. He is caught up in it. And that car, really, with that smoke coming out, that spells a DNF for Eric Burton. Oh my goodness, our winner at Bristol and Infineon and current points leader Eric Burton, the AT&T Chevrolet, is undoubtedly done for the day. And there is the confirmation. He is out. Oh my, Sean Williams, second in points. That's drivers 1, 2 in points. I saw Dylan Young on pit road. Trent Dunham's got damage. He was caught up in that. Adam Chambers was in that. Seen a lot of former winners. Dunham won at Daytona. Chambers won at Las Vegas. Jordan Davis may have gotten a piece of it. Riley Ogle as well. The pole sitter, Jake Rogers, may have gotten some of it. Yes, he did. He's got damage. Luke Martin is involved. That's another driver inside the top 10 in points. Felix Graves, heavily duty damage car to his hefty Toyota Camry. He comes in 11th in points. This really targeted a lot of the top guns in the standings. Oh my goodness. And one thing that I didn't mention that was a constant at Talladega, it seems to sometimes prove to be a points shake-up track as well, and it may have just done it right here, as drivers who came in 1st, 2nd, 7th, 11th, and 12th in points all have got damage in this first caution of the day. Let's look back at a replay as Mark Thomas leads us under the yellow. Alright, taking a look from our Goodyear blimp, or our helicopter view, whichever you want to call it. Right there, you see Joseph Bryant make some contact with Danny Wells, get into his left rear quarter panel. Bryant then goes down into Lyndon Wright. Danny goes down into Cole Daly, and then Danny gets shoved back up the track. He's going to clip the back of Sean Williams and the front of Trent Dunham, send him up the track. Jake Rogers getting squeezed up there as well. There's Richard Johnson. There's Felix Graves. Jordan Davis did indeed get a piece of it right there in the 28. Luke Martin's held up behind him, and then Adam Chambers runs into the back of the 99. Let's see who else gets a piece of it. Oh, there's where Eric Burton gets involved. He's going to go down into Jeffrey Finguy. James Silverfox got a piece of it. Justin Williams was involved. Sean Henley, we know, got a piece of it there. There's going to be something further up, too, involving Wolfgang Mason, but we'll check that out in just a moment. There's Davis and Richard Johnson. Okay, now let's jump up here. It was with the Wolfgang Mason, Dylan Young, and others. I think we can rewind it just a little bit here. Oh yeah, these drivers were all trying to avoid the wreck. Dylan Young is going to get into the left rear of Wolfgang Mason. That's going to turn him around there. Right in front of Dylan Young, Lando Vendetta, and James Qualls. Qualls is going to get a little piece of it right there. And then hitting the back of Wolfgang Mason spins the 6 of Dylan Young around. Dylan's going to go up. I saw him hit the wall out of turn 2. Yep, right there is where he's going to nail the outside retaining wall. Luckily, he did that right near the end of the safety barrier. And oh, then he gets plastered by Eric Burton. So Burton gets involved in 2 different things right there between turns 1 and 2. And that's what pretty much put the nail in the coffin for the 29. Oh, Justin Williams. Oh, man, he just T-bones Dylan Young. Sean Henley then is going to hit Justin Williams, and that's going to flip him over. So we actually had 2 cars flipped over. Oh my god, look at the absolute carnage here. 2 cars barrel rolling down the back straightaway. Dylan Young and Justin Williams. I've gotten word that Sean Williams actually flipped over too. Oh yeah, what happened to Sean Williams? He's up and on his roof. Who ended up nailing him? Oh, it was Adam Chambers. Right here, you're going to have Jake Rogers coming. He's going to hit Sean Williams just a little bit. It turns him down right into Chambers. And then Dunham's going to be the one, actually, to flip him over. So we just had 3 cars in a matter of maybe 400 or 500 feet all flip over here, almost at the same time here at Talladega. Dylan Young, Sean Williams, and Justin Williams all on their roof. And I think we could safely say the big one has struck here at Talladega Superspeedway here on lap number 2. And based on all the drivers I saw get involved in this wreck, 1st, 2nd, 6th, 7th, 11th, 13th, and 15th in points, all involved in this. Oh, and 12th in points as well. So that's at least 7 drivers inside the top 15 in points that were involved in this first caution of the day. Getting ready to go back to green flag racing. Mark Thomas, the current leader, but we're going to document the drivers that have DNF'd already early on in today's event. They are Felix Graves, Luke Martin, Adam Chambers, Trent Dunham, Sean Williams, 2nd in points. He is done for the day. Richard Johnson, along with the current points leader coming into this race, Eric Burton. He has DNF'd in 39th. Dylan Young, dismal season just continues for him as he came in dead last in points. He'll finish 40th today. And then Justin Williams and Sean Henley have also gone back behind the wall. Luke Martin came into this race 7th in points. Adam Chambers came in 12th in points. Of course, we know that Trent Dunham came in 15th in points. Eric Burton and Sean Williams, they came in 1st and 2nd in the standings. So you can see this is going to have a lot of impact on the point standings today. I don't know if it's possible for drivers such as Tryfon Reed, Guido Civotas, and Lando Vendetta to try and get up there to take the points lead after this race, but hey, it's not mathematically impossible. Mark Thomas is the current leader. Charles Jackson looking for his 2nd win of the season as well. He's 2nd. Drew Austin 3rd, Barney Ward 4th, and Sean Galligan is in 5th. 6th place is Nicole Williams, Cole Daly 7th, Lyndon Wright 8th, Ralph Mason 9th, and 10th is Ron Bajara Jr. Guido Civotas right there in 11th, John McNamara 12th, 13th is Dylan Poteet, 14th Tryfon Reed, and James McLeod 15th. Rest of the top 20 are Kyle Sosnowski, Chris Kyle, Zach Buchanan, Harui Tashimi, and Austin Ogo. So we go back up to the front of the field. Mark Thomas trying to be a back-to-back winner here in this season, and join Eric Burton as a 2-time winner here in the Mobil1 Cup Series here in Season 5. Green flag back out here on lap number 7 of 19. That gives us a total of 13 to go. I wonder just how anxious these guys will be to try and go 3 and 4 wide racing. There's your answer. Drew Austin down low 3 wide for the top spot. Looking for his first win of the season as he passed both Charles Jackson and Mark Thomas right there in turns 1 and 2. However, they're not racing 3x3x3 and sometimes 4 wide like they were doing there at the beginning of this race. They're suddenly it out mostly to double file. I see some battling 3 wide further back, but nothing really that looks like it's dangerous and could trigger a big one again. Now they're starting to get a little bit racy here, moving 3 wide. Here comes Galligan, crossover move on his fellow Brit, Barney Ward. He's going to try and drag race here with Drew Austin to the line, and at the line, I think it was Barney Ward by a splitter who led that lap. For the confirmation, yes indeed, the 41 did get the lead at the line that time, so Barney Ward will lead that lap. But Sean Galligan with the help down low, he will go to the front now. Sean Galligan, he and his teammate Jake Rogers finished 1st and 3rd in the Truck Series event. Jake Rogers has DNF'd from this race, so there's no partner for Galligan to be able to work with for the 2nd race in a row. He's got Cole Daly, though, helping him right now. And here come the 2 Penske cars. Starting to see some teammates starting to form up here. The 12 and the 22, Tryfon Reed and Dylan Poteet, they have found each other. As Cole Daly now looks down low, he's got help from Lyndon Wright. Those 2 going to go to the lead now, as Cole Daly will get the lead at the line by just a little over a foot on Sean Galligan. But how long is he going to keep that lead? Not long. Here comes Lyndon Wright down to the bottom. He'll take the top spot. And there's the Penske boys right behind him, Tryfon Reed and Dylan Poteet. Now Tryfon Reed, let's not forget, he mathematically still has a chance to get the points lead due to the hardships endured by the drivers who came in 1st and 2nd in the point standings, Eric Burton and Sean Williams, who have both DNF'd already. Tryfon Reed can leave with a really good finish and probably a win, his 2nd win of the season it would be. he could be the new points leader heading into next week at Michigan. But right now, Lyndon Wright's got this whole field kind of in the palm of his hand, doing some great defensive driving, blocking the advances of James McLeod up high, and someone went on the apron. Who is that? Oh, that's James King, and oh, there's a car that spun around the back. Oh, and they're spinning up here too. Oh my goodness. Mark Thomas is around. Barney Ward's involved, and oh, Mark Thomas just got nailed by Danny Wells. And it was Wolfgang Mason back here who spun. Joseph Bryant's in it. Harui Tashimi, Jordan Davis. Oh, everybody be careful coming through here. Jake Rogers got through. Jeffrey Finn guy got through. Oh my goodness gracious me. And that should bring out a caution. It actually did. Joseph Bryant there. Mark Thomas, who led us to the green flag. The two monster cars are in it. Danny Wells and Harui Tashimi. Oh, second straight week that Jordan Davis has had problems. Actually, I think it's the third straight week he's had trouble in that 28. He's involved. Heavy-duty damage to the guy who comes in 6th in points. And Barney Ward in it. There's Wolfgang Mason. Leader at the line was Chris Kyle in the number 1. So the 1 is in first. And oh my goodness, what's Nicole Williams doing? She's got turned up the racetrack right in front of Lyndon Wright, and she's spinning out in front of the field. I don't know if she got spun by James McLeod or if she just spun up into Lyndon Wright. That could have been drastic. I think everybody got by the spinning Nicole Williams machine, though. Good grief. You're going crazy here at Talladega, so you take a look at a replay of our second caution of the day. Take a look at this here. They were 4 wide racing, but it looked like they were giving each other a lot of room 4 wide. But watch right here. I think Harui Tashimi may actually have tried to move her car back down in front of James King, and there wasn't enough room. King was already there, and James King was the car we saw down on the apron right there after he makes contact with Harui Tashimi. Tashimi's going to get spun off the nose of James King, and watch Tashimi. Watch the hit she's going to take right about... Oh, man. Oh, maybe she doesn't hit the wall. I thought she did. No, she's going to try and bring it back up the track, I'm afraid. Well, maybe. No, she does hit the wall. Right there at the Aaron's logo. That car's going to go spinning around down the front straightaway. Now, it's not over for Tashimi. That car, you see, darted right back up the racetrack towards turn 1. You see all those cars back there that are not up to speed. They're going to come into this fray here, and unfortunately, the old cliche at Talladega, what goes up must come down due to the significant banking here in the turns. Watch right here. We're going to see that other wreck further up with Mark Thomas and others in just a moment, but oh my goodness, oh, Wolfgang, oh, and Joseph Bryant just plowed straight into that car. That was some hard hits right there. Those two, Wolfgang Mason and Joseph Bryant, had to be going at least 170 miles an hour, even though they were not up to speed. But still, that's hard licks being taken there. Let's pop up here to the Mark Thomas machine. So we know that he got together with Barney Ward. Let's see what happens to them. Oh, this was when James King tried bringing his car back up the racetrack. Watch right side of your screen. He's going to come up. He's going to hit Drew Austin right there. Austin bounces up into Barney Ward. It's like a domino effect. Ward then bounces up into Mark Thomas. And up into the wall they go as they're going to get squeezed up there. And that's a tough break for both those drivers who took turns up at the front of the field. And then back again to that old cliche, what goes up must come down. Mark Thomas's car, as it spun around, that car going to slide down the banking. I believe it's Danny Wells who's going to have his number here. So those slower cars, they're going to come into view right here. Danny Wells trying to get down on the apron, trying to avoid, cannot do it. Wow. That was a violent hit right there for Danny Wells. You could see how that car just whiplashed around as soon as he hit the 66. That is one hard lick that was taken right there. A nice job by Jake Rogers and few other guys being able to work their way through this carnage that was just laying there on the apron between turns 1 and 2 once again. Getting ready to go back under the green flag. Chris Kyle trying to go to victory lane for the first time this season in the Mobil1 Cup Series. He is out in front here when we will get the green flag with 5 laps to go. Lyndon Wright will line up in second. Austin Ogo is currently the highest running rookie now in third. Charles Jackson's been inside the top 5 all day long. He's fourth. And Nicole Williams runs in 5th. 6th is Kyle Sosnowski, 7th is James McLeod, 8th Ron Vajara Jr., 9th is Cole Daly, and Dylan Poteet is currently in 10th. 11th is John McNamara, Sean Galligan in 12th, 13th is Tryfon Reed, 14th is Ralph Mason, and 15th is James King. The rest of the top 20 are Lando Vendetta, Zach Buchanan, Wido Zavotas, Drew Austin, and James Qualls. Then 21st is Jake Smith, 22nd James Silverfox. It's a lot of James lined up there. Qualls, Smith. Oh no. Sorry, my bad. No, it's actually Jake Smith, not James Smith. Forget I even said anything. 23rd is Barney Ward, 24th is Jeffrey Finguy, Jake Rogers 25th, and Riley Ogle is in 26th. Those are the drivers left on the racetrack. The other 16 drivers are back behind the wall, and we'll document you on all of them. Haruhi Tsushima, Mark Thomas, last week's winner, Danny Wells, Wolfgang Mason, Joseph Bryant, Jordan Davis, Felix Graves, Luke Martin, Adam Chambers, Trent Dunham, Sean Williams, Richard Johnson, Eric Burton, Dylan Young, Justin Williams, and Sean Henley. They've all gone back behind the wall, and we have a total of 5 laps to go. I believe if at any point during this 5-lap segment the caution came out, this race would end under the caution flag. I don't think we'd have enough laps to be able to get ourselves back to green even for a 1-lap shootout. So here we go. Let's hope these guys can keep it together as the green flag comes back out here on lap 15. Got some drivers up here we haven't talked about all day that could be players in this. One of them is that neon green Chevrolet of Kyle Sosnowski, our winner from Castle Gorge. I think this is the first time we've seen him up inside the top 10. James McLeod up here as well. McLeod, who tried to pick up his first win of the season at Infineon, but a mess up in one of the turns out of the S's cost him a chance at winning that race. As here's Austin Ogo. He's looking for the lead here. Now, Ogo's a former winner in the Snickers Cup Series. He ended up winning his first career NNSCRA race at Castle Gorge about 4 or 5 weeks ago. He'd love to be able to win here in the Mobil1 Cup Series, though, as he is going to take the top spot from Chris Kyle, and it's kind of a 2-car breakaway right now as it's 3 wide back there for third. Those guys have got to get back single file and form up. They're going to catch back up to these guys, but it looks like they'll be able to because now they're going to race 2 wide again for the lead. That was not good strategy by both these drivers, Kyle and Ogo. If they had stayed single file, they could have kept their gap between themselves and now third place driver Ron Vajara Jr. Now here comes John McNamara. Here comes Tryfon Reed. Wow, Tryfon Reed shoving the back bumper of that Dollar General Toyota. Chris Kyle going to hold the lead, though, going into turn 3. They're going to go 3 wide for second. Those 2 yellow cars, they've got something worked out where they're able to produce some speed. They really picked up a lot of ground there down the back straightaway. And now Tryfon Reed, though, it looks like he's going to break off that alliance. He's going to go to the inside of McNamara for second. Look at Lando Vendetta. Always seems to find himself up inside the top 10 at the end of these things. Here comes Chris Kyle, though, leading that lap. We got a total of 3 to go here at Talladega, and we are still green flag racing. Lando Vendetta now is going to try and take second. There comes Ralph Mason right there in the 09. Help from Dylan Poteet. I believe the last time Ralph Mason went to victory lane, it was a Snickers Cup Series event at Daytona. I believe that was where he ended up winning. As here comes the battle for the lead, Lando Vendetta is going to try and go to the inside line. We talked about how drivers 1 and 2 in points have DNF'd from today's race, and it's an opportunity for Tryfon Reed, Wido Zavotas, and Lando Vendetta to be able to make up ground in the points. Maybe one of them be the points leader. Lando Vendetta would love to be able to do that with a win here today. Vendetta trying to look for his first career NSRA victory. He will lead with 2 laps to go. James McLeod right behind, trying to stick it down there, but it looks like Austin Ogo is going to go even lower. They're going to go 3 by 3, 2 rows back, now 3 rows back. The top 9 are 3 by 3 by 3. Looks like Zach Buchanan, Wido Zavotas, those 2 trying to work together to catch up to the tail end of this pack. Cole Daly, Kyle Sosnowski, Sean Galligan, Charles Jackson back there. They're trying to catch back up here as well, as they are again 3 by 3 by 3. They look like a Rubik's Cube here at Talladega, but they are battling for the win. Teammates side by side, McNamara and Ogo, but here comes Tryfon Reed to the inside. Help from Chris Kyle. McNamara tries to throw the block, can't do it. Tryfon Reed was already there. White flag in the air, 1 to go here at Talladega. Who is it going to be? Look at the scads of rookies up here who could use Talladega as a springboard. McNamara, Ogo, Lando Vendetta, Ron Vajara Jr. They want to be able to win here, but Tryfon Reed, he wants to pick up his second win of the season. Here he comes, trying to win his second race here, as he will take the lead, but look at the inside line coming. Here comes Ralph Mason, help from Guido Savotas, Lando Vendetta, and Zach Buchanan. Will they have anything to say about this? They're 4 wide here coming out of turn 3. Keep it together, let's keep it green to the checkers, guys. Tryfon Reed the leader. Second place now, Ralph Mason. Here comes Mason. He dives it down to the bottom. Did he make the move at the right time? Here we go. He's got drafting help from Lando Vendetta. Drag race to the line is coming. Mason, Reed, who's going to get it? It is. I think it was Tryfon Reed. No, it was Ralph Mason. They're saying Mason got him at the line. Wow, that was close. How close was it? Well, it was so close, we don't even know. It was in the thousandths of a second. We know that. But according to our scoring monitor, Ralph Mason did get Tryfon Reed at the line, and Ralph Mason has won the Aaron's 312 presented by 111 equals 32 at Talladega SuperSpeedway. What a job by Ralph Mason. Apparently he timed it perfectly, because if he timed it any later, I don't think he would have beat Tryfon Reed at the line. My goodness, unbelievable. What a finish, and what tremendous credit to Ralph Mason. I'm dying to know just how close that was at the line. We're being told it was in the thousandths of a second, but we don't have an actual word, an actual confirmation on just how close that was. Don't think it would be the closest finish in NNSCRA history, but it would be pretty close to it. It would probably be inside the top 10 for closest NNSCRA finishes. As there you see Tryfon Reed running right behind the winner, Ralph Mason. Probably, I don't know if he's gotten word yet that he didn't win this race. He may have thought he won today's event. But the confirmation up here in the booth is that Ralph Mason won this race. We're going to step aside for a minute. We're going to go back and take a look at a replay of that photo finish. Then we'll show you your top 10 before we end today's event. Alright, let's take a look here. See if we can find out just exactly how close it was. Okay, there it is at the line. I think a spectator cam will give us a good view. Oh, maybe not. Oh boy, right there, this camera angle, I don't know if it's the way that the angle is, but it does look like Ralph Mason did get him. Take a look from our helicopter view. Well, that wasn't much of a help. Thank you very much, helicopter. From this angle, let's see what we've got here. Yeah, I think if you look carefully, Tryfon Reed's splitter is almost on the yellow stripe there. You can see that Ralph Mason's splitter is past the yellow stripe, so he did win that by literally a splitter. It does look like the length of a splitter was what Mason got this win by. My goodness, was that close. And with them coming down here at about 195 miles an hour, it was so difficult with the naked eye to be able to tell who it was that actually did get it at the line. We had to wait for the official confirmation from NNSCRA. But you can clearly see here that it does look like Ralph Mason did indeed, by a splitter's length, get Tryfon Reed at the line. So Ralph Mason picks up his first career win of the season and denies Tryfon Reed his bid at his second win this season. Let's take a look at the official top 10 as, oops, just a minute. My bad. Let's let these cars run by for a minute. There we go. Right, Ralph Mason, Tryfon Reed, Lando Vendetta, Guido Savotas, and Ron Vajaro Jr. will get a top 5. Then it's Chris Kyle, Dylan Poteet, Austin Ogo, Zach Buchanan, and John McNamara. That was the top 10 for today's race. Sorry guys, I gotta quickly cut this off, but thanks for watching today's race. Subscribe to become a part of the crew today. Like this video if you enjoyed today's race. We'll see you guys next time. Here comes your official result and your point stains. Snickers Cup Series action for Talladega coming your way very soon. And here comes your official finish results, points, and rookie points. So you've been watching the production of the NNSCRA Offline Racing at its best. Congratulations to Ralph Mason on winning the Aaron's 312, powered by 111 equals 32.